Faith, a Message to the Artist by Raymond Washington, Ray the Great, Ramstar. Psalms, chapter 23, verse 4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a dark valley. As artists, we must keep our composure and keep our faith, not only in our music, but in ourselves. Regardless if you believe in God, regardless if you believe in the devil, even if you don't believe in man, you must admit art is real, and that's as real as it gets. In my eyes, God is art. In my eyes, God is art. And here's why. Art itself is difficult. Art can be intriguing, very intriguing, tricky, fast-paced, slow-moving, slow-mo, aggressive, passive-aggressive, and unique. It can divide. It can unite. It can take all shapes and forms like water. As Bruce Lee said, be like water, my friends. Change your shape at will. Adjust and grow to every new circumstance. And grow forever harder. Forever grower. Forever stronger. Art. Faith, a Message to the Artist, the ebook. God is our refuge, the strength and ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear. Though the earth give way and the mountains fall in the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. What is your tower? What is your place of refuge? Is it your journal? Is it your notebook? Is it your actual house? Do you have an actual tower? Do you have a place where you can just get away from everything? My place is the mic. My place is the Bible. My place is right at home. Wherever art is, there also am I. We must keep faith in our art, for there is resistance everywhere. Many people hate good artists. Many people. Or they just don't value them until they're dead, until they're no longer competition. That's why so many blow up after they pass. Like Mozart, for example. Many people knew who he was. They saw his artwork, they saw how great he was, and guess what? They were intimidated. Because he was better than the rest. He may not have been the best, but he was one of the best. He was a true genius for his time. Because they couldn't control and destroy and manipulate Mozart's artwork and Mozart himself. They decided to ignore him. Ladies and gentlemen, there are many people like that. And you gotta say, basically, forget them. Why let them slow you down? Why not push on, push forward, and get to where you want to go? Get to the point. Stay strong. Endure the BS, for resistance is everywhere. What is resistance? Well, mind you, resistance is life itself. It can be life, it can be hell, it can even be heaven. There's good resistance, there's bad resistance. Many people have lost their goals. Many people have given up on their dreams just from resistance. The good artist uses resistance to his advantage. Resistance is the pushes and pulls of life. One part of it pushes, other parts of it pulls, to pull you down into the pits, to pull you down into depression, to pull you down into cancer, to pull you down into sickness, to pull you down into illness, to pull you down into disease, to pull you down into lack of friends. Frankly, you don't even need friends. Most of you. Most of you just need a little faith in your heart, a little faith in God, a little faith in your strength, a little faith in yourself. Nehemiah chapter 8 verse 10. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Do not grieve. Don't grieve. Don't let the suffering take you over. Don't give in to the suffering, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. What is your strength? What is your joy? What is your power? What keeps you motivated in time of turmoil? Can you push on? Can you go through? Can you become the next Mozart? Can you become that Shakespeare you were meant to be? Can you become the Michael Jackson you once seen on TV? Can you endure? Many people would love to go out guns blazing like Tupac and Biggie. But guess what? They died young and foolishly. Sad. Great, very great. Some of the greatest artists that ever lived. Why not take a different approach? Why attack headstrong when you can lean in, give a little way, coming from the back? The front entrance isn't always the best entrance. The shortcut isn't always the shortcut or the best cut or the best move for you. We all heard the scripture before. Walk the narrow path. Although it was long and you must be great with enduring, it is worth it. The path to destruction is wide and vague. There's a huge void that leads to nowhere. Resistance, again, is part of the book In the War of Art, which I highly recommend to all artists to listen to and read. It's on YouTube too. You can hear it. You can look it up. You can Google it. You can read it. Resistance is the number one killer of dreams. It's not just the devil. It's not just your friends or your family or your loved ones. Although many of you are so afraid of becoming great artists because you don't want to be unrecognizable to the ones that love you. It's not just them. It's resistance. It's also depression. How those great feelings you feel before your art is presented. And then when it's judged, you feel the depression. Well, there's good judgment, bad judgment. You wonder, can I do that again? Can I become that great again? Can I become that strong again? I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you can. Woman, your beauty is not your only art. Your emotions is not your only art. Not even just your mind, it's your very soul. Men, your strength isn't your only art. Your love and passion for music, or for sports, or for life itself, or for your job, or for your work, or for your kids, or for your family, or for your pride is not your only art. It's your soul. When God created the heavens and earth, He molded earth in heaven's image. He molded man in his image. What does that tell you? If his spirit is the soul and battery of the universe, and all the stars are part of heaven, and all the earth is a reflection of heaven, what's that tell you? Look into the mirror. You can do the science. Continue. Art is from the soul. Art thrives on emotions. But if you have too much emotion, you can overflow the cup. Overflowing the cup is not always a good thing. You can overbear your opponent. Overbearing the opponent is not always a good thing. Sometimes you must keep him intrigued. You can go overboard. You can do too much. You can have too strong of a presence in a small room, which is not always good. But if you can harness your emotions and focus them into the finest point, like a bullet hitting the enemy's chest, you can destroy and win. Overcoming battles is a part of life. Overcoming turmoil is a part of life. Overcoming someone else's strength or your own strength for depression and BS is a part of life. Faith, a message to the artist, the ebook, is about this. Not just overcoming resistance. It's about being an artist. Become the artist you are meant to be. Become the artist you're seeing on TV. You truly want to become an artist. Have faith not only in your God, and yourself, and your family, and your loved ones, but in your art. And endure. Put in those 10,000 hours. Put in the justice that you feel like should be your reward. Put in the time and energy that's worth millions so you can get back millions. Or billions, even trillions even. Time is worth money. Time is worth gold. Time is worth family. Time is greater than money. Time is greater than gold. Time is just as important as family. For all we are is pieces of clay put here on a clock. On a clock. Determination and faith get you through this world. Remember, we're playing a game. Matter of fact, we are in a war. Not only for art, but for our very souls. This is not just a religious topic. This is not a religious topic. It's more than a religious topic. It's art. It's beauty. It's your soul. It's your strength. It's your endurance. It's your loved ones. It's your pieces to the puzzle. It's your power. Faith, a message to the artist, the ebook. It's about these things. Do not give in to the temptation to neglect your art, but rather remember, talk strong. To talk strong. Talk confident. Talk courageous. Talk in power into existence and to be the resistance that's holding you down. Keep the faith. Love your family. Love God's grace. Love His strength. Love the power He's giving you to move on. And don't neglect sleep. Sleep will help you get through these dark days, but do not love it, for it is its cousin of death. Faith, A Message to the Artist, ebook 1 is complete. Stay tuned for ebook 2. As always, Raymond Washington, the author of this book, Ray Washington, Ray the Great, Brahma Star. Peace and blessings. I'm out.